Hi there, I'm Abe Stone, and this is CoachingReallyWorks.com. Welcome, it's great to have you here. Maybe you're confused about coaching. Maybe you don't understand, well, what am I looking for? How does it work? Or how do I find a coach? Maybe you're ready to get a coach, but you just want to know, what should I look for? What are some of the either criteria, or what are the best ways to find one? I'd like to share my experience with you. It was very simple, and it took me a little while because I'm a bit of a shopper. I like taking my time and making sure that I really make the right decision. So here are my 9 tips and areas that you can look at for finding a great coach, someone that you'll love to work with and can help you in your personal growth or business or whatever your journey is, whatever it is that you're working on and that you want to address. Okay, so here goes. First of all, you need a great resource. You need a great place to be able to look for coaches. You can just Google it if you like. I know there's different websites that bring communities of coaches together so that they can offer their services. I like the ICF blog, the International Coaching Federation blog. Their website, on there they have a section that is a referral program for coaches, and the reason I like them is because I'm really convinced about the real original essence of coaching, and that is the non-directional sort of approach to coaching and the tools and the methodology that the original coaching ideas brings into our lives and into the success of people's lives. So I went there, I looked around, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to recognize a coach just by looking at their resume, so I use their service, I put in a request for proposal, and the active coaches, well, they get back to you. So that was a great way of just coming in contact with people who could read what I had to share and they felt that they resonated with what I needed to work on. Now, the next step was having an interview with them. Okay, I went ahead and I contacted about 6 or 7 of them, and I ended up having an interview with about 5 of them. Most of them were willing to give an hour, 45 minutes to an hour of their time to work through either a coaching process or some tool. And that's another tip. I would look for someone who takes the time to really engage in coaching, not just to talk about what they can do or just to talk about your life or your past, but they actually start to explore things, start to challenge you. And you'll recognize it, because this is another tip that I have for you, and that is, look for someone who is going to really move you. You're going to feel that connection. They're going to touch those sensitive areas, those areas where maybe you're a little bit, guarded, or you're not sure you want people. Those are some of the places that you need work. So this is a tip that I would suggest, is looking for someone who's going to kind of tap into those emotions and tap into those, that energy that's deeper. It's more than just our cognitive or thinking. And of course, you want someone who you have a connection with. You want to be able to feel that connection. For example, when I was doing my interviews, it was one man who was, just very businesslike. He just kind of very professional, I felt, and he understood coaching, but it was dry in the sense that I didn't connect with him. It was, sort of distance. I connected with most of them, because frankly, coaches are great people, and they know how to work with people, and they know how to connect with people. I would also recommend looking for someone who is giving, very generous with their time, so that in that first experience, it's not just a sales pitch, it's not just a sales experience, or they're trying to convince you, of their price or their value or what they can do or their credentials, but who actually takes the time to help you through that process, through some sort of a process, through some sort of an experience, to connect, to get to know you, and they actually use coaching in that first experience, and not just waiting for you to pay to then be able to experience some sort of shift or some sort of growth or connection or aha moment. All right, I think this is a very important one, and I think you should find someone who challenges you in that first call. Not just someone who makes you feel good or makes that emotional connection, as I mentioned earlier, but somebody who really kind of ramps up your commitment, getting rid of self-imposed limitations or whatever the case is. In my case, I'd been spending a lot of money on something that I shouldn't have been spending a lot of money on, and my coach the coach that I was talking with noticed it, and she said, "Are you good at keeping promises? Can I ask you to make a promise? I want you to promise me not to do this, not to spend money in this area." And I was like, oh boy, and that was really hard for me. But it was something that it was really essential for me in taking a step of growth that I really needed to make. So having that experience in the coaching session and having them challenge me, even challenge the ideas, well, how true are these ideas what you believe about this kind of situation, or whatever the case is. All right, now, the last point, you want to find someone that is within your price range. Obviously, you can't hire a $5,000 a month coach if you're only making $4,000 a month, right? Having said that, I believe the quality of a coach is drastically expressed through the value, the money that they charge. And it's not always the case. Try to find someone who's going to offer a lot of value and charge for it because they know what they're providing, but also be willing to commit to more than maybe what you would be originally comfortable with, or I want to find the cheapest deal or this or that. Make a commitment that, because when you put money into it and you put your money where your mouth is, you find that you're more apt to follow through. You're more apt to work with that coach and to really get the most out of it because you got money in the game, you got skin in the game. All right, there you have it. Nine areas that I looked at, nine tips that I want to give you when looking for a coach. I'll include a download of a quick cheat sheet that you can use to be able to make this assessment when you're looking for your coach. All right, and now for the quote for today. It's a little bit of a different quote. It's not so much the motivational one, but it gets you thinking about this idea of getting a coach. Should you continue on your own, or should you hire a coach? Well, consider this. You cannot take the growth journey alone. Who are you spending time with? All right, and now here's the affirmation for today. Playing it safe keeps me safe from every dream I have. Today, I risk for my reward. Well, I wish you success in finding a coach and that you find someone you really resonate with. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if that's the case. I really don't care. I just want to get your reaction. I want to know how you think about this video. And if you're watching it anywhere else, come over to coachingreallyworks.com or come over to my Facebook and join the conversation there. I'd love to see you there. This is Abe Stone, the Life Design Coach at coachingreallyworks.com. Bye for now. Take care.